Namaste students, welcome to RH Chemistry. Welcome to Chemistry Punch, final punch for the KCET 2020. So we are going to discuss previous year questions from 2014 to 2018. 2019 I have not solved because already I have solved and I have given the description, that link also that you can refer. D and F block elements. Today's topic is D and F block elements. Very important chapter for KCET, remember. First question we will see, which of these not known? 2014 which is asked, CuCl2, CuI2, CuF2, CuVr2. One thing you remember about oxidation state, always remember fluorine is more stable in its higher oxidation state, whatever it may be the element, higher oxidation state, and iodine is more stable with lower oxidation state. Lower oxidation state. Now if you remember, copper can exhibit +1 and +2. Higher is which one? +2, right? So +2 is more stable for fluorine. It is not stable for iodine. +1 is more stable for iodine but not stable for fluorine. Hence remember, the answer for this particular question is CuI2. Because in all these cases, remember, copper oxidation state is +2 only. Copper oxidation state is +2 only. And also remember, addition to this, when CuI2 is formed, it is not stable. Immediately it will undergo decomposition to form Cu2I2 plus I2. So very important, CuI2 immediately forms Cu2I2 and I2. Cu2I2 in which copper is +1 oxidation state. For copper, +1 is more stable with iodine. Hence remember, you are going to get Cu2I2 plus I2. Hence the answer is the B, that is second option, CuI2. Then correct statement regarding lanthanides and actinides, it is given. 2014 asked the question, it is, remember that. The earlier members of lanthanide series resembles calcium in their chemical behavior. So in statement is given like this, remember, if you don't know about one or two points also, you can easily tell the answer. That is like, if you read all the four options, you will come to know. See, second one you will see. First one, if you don't know whether it will resemble calcium or not. Second one, if you see, the extent of actinide contraction is almost same as the lanthanide contraction. Whether it is true? No. Because in theory also we will discuss, actinide contraction is greater than the lanthanide contraction. Hence, it never be the answer. In general, lanthanide and actinide do not show variable oxidation state, they are telling. Definitely 100% it is wrong, because it will show variable oxidation state. Then Ce per flows, it does not exist on the earth either. So definitely Cu plus 4, it exists, remember, very stable. Hence you can say the answer for this particular question is first one. And remember one particular concept here, always earlier members of the lanthanides. So cerium, praseodymium, samarium, like those elements, so always resemble calcium in their chemical behavior. But the product is almost similar to aluminium, because lanthanide is also common oxidation state +3, aluminium is also +3. But chemical property is almost similar to calcium. That you have to remember. That is, first option is the correct one. Then we will see the third question in this. The third question is 2015 asked question, remember, MSO4. When it reacts with sodium ammonium hydroxide forming X, this is white precipitate. Reacts with excess of NH4OH give rise to Y. Y react with H2S give rise to Z. What is M and Z, they are asking. Fine. The option is given like this. Zinc ZNS, AlAl2S3, Cu ZNS, FeFeS. One thing is very important. Whatever it is M, that should be present with the sulfide. Yes. Hence, it never be the answer. Copper and ZNS never be the answer. Then if you consider these three, aluminium is a cation which is present in third group, remember. This is the fourth group reagent, because H2SS we have added means fourth group reagent, which means aluminium is also wrong. Remaining two. But always remember, iron will give you around brown precipitate, like brown precipitate iron, but you will never get white precipitate with hydroxide. So white precipitate is only zinc. Remember, this should be the answer. So X should be ZnSO4 react with NH4OH to form ZnOH twice. This will be clear solution. Remember, this is clear solution, and Z should be Zn, yes. So very important, such question when they give, remember. So this is the answer, right? So very important point. Fourth question. Electronic configuration of gadolinium 2+. Whenever they will ask question on lanthanides or actinides, they will give the atomic number 64. Now gadolinium 2+ you want, but first you write gadolinium configuration. See, gadolinium configuration is, gadolinium atomic number is 64. This belongs to a lanthanide. General configuration of the lanthanide is xenon 6s2 5d0 to 1 and 4f1 to 14. Now the common sense is, remember, you have to fill the electrons in these orbitals. 64 means xenon is 54. 54 is over. 6s2 completely filled. 54 plus to 56. 56, remember, remaining is 8. When the F block element electrons are nearer to 7, you have to make it 7 first, then you will see the other options. So hence I will write 4f7. Another 1 electron left, I cannot make 4f8 because 4f7 is more stable. Hence remember, 5d1 is possible, so we will write 5d1. Hence 6s to 4f7, 5d1 is the configuration of gadolinium. Now you have to remove 2 electrons from this gadolinium 2+ configuration. What we will do? First valence shell 6s2 you will remove, and 5d, yes, 6s2, only 2 electrons you have to remove, 6s2 will remove. The remaining is 4f7 and 5d1. 4f7 and 5d1 is this one. Very important question. Remember about gadolinium. Remember this about gadolinium. 2015 asked question. Another question in 2015, on heating potassium permanganate, one of the following compound is not obtained. Very important. Heating of potassium permanganate, in some other question also we will get the help from this, remember. So potassium permanganate, when it is heated at 513 Kelvin, remember you are going to get K2MnO4 plus MnO2 plus O2. KMnO4, when it is heated, remember K2MnO4 is formed, MnO2 is formed, O2 is formed, which is odd man out. So that is MnO. MnO should be the answer for this particular question. That is fifth question which is asked in 2015. Next we will discuss about sixth question. The sixth question is, remember, Mn2+ compounds are more stable than Fe2+ compounds towards oxidation to their +3 oxidation state. Right? So the correct statement is this one. Mn2+ compounds are more stable. The meaning is that Mn2+ oxidation to Mn3+ is difficult. Remember, difficult. But Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus is easy. What is the reason for that? See, for that Mn2 plus does not exist is not at all the meaning for that. Mn2 plus is completely filled. Definitely half filled it is, remember, not completely filled. Mn2 plus bigger in size. The size is not related here. But very important, Mn2 plus is more stable. See, this conversion does not take place. Why it is not take place? Because Mn2 plus is more stable with, remember, 3d5 configuration. 3d5 configuration is there means already I remove 2 electron, 4s2. But removal of third electron is very difficult. Hence remember, highest third ionization enthalpy. Hence answer for this particular question should be fourth one, remember. That is 2016 asked question. 2016 another question we will say, the bivalent metal ion having maximum paramagnetic behavior among the first transition element series is. Magnetic behavior means what? Mu is equal to root of n into n plus 2 Bohr magneton. N is equal to number of unpaired electrons. which means remember, as the number of unpaired electron increases, mu is also increases. It's very easy to calculate number of unpaired electron is more in which case? Remember, Cu plus 1, copper configuration is 3d10 4s1, so plus 1 means 3d10 configuration, n is equal to 0. Scandium 2 plus they have given, remember, n is equal to 1 because in this case scandium configuration is first one 3d1 4s2. If you remove 4s2, remaining is 3d1 here, so 1 unpaired. Cu2 plus 3d10 4s1, so remove 2 electrons, so remaining is 3d9, so it is also n is equal to 1. Mn2 plus, remember, 3d5 4s2, so 4s2 will remove, remaining is 3d5, so n is equal to 5. Very, very important. Wherever Mn will say maximum paramagnetic behavior, that point you have to remember. This is about 7th question. So Mn2 plus is the answer. And similar concept, remember, 2017 one question was asked. See that? So 2017 one question was asked. Similar concept. Magnetic nature of the elements depending on the presence of unpaired electron. Identify the configuration of transition elements which shows highest magnetic moment. Now once again, number of unpaired electron directly proportional to magnetic moment. So number of unpaired electron directly proportional to magnetic moment. Number of unpaired electron maximum in which case? 3d7 means, remember, n is equal to 3. N is equal to 3 because 3d7, remember, very easy to calculate. 5 beralide kayalli, so 5. So 3d7 means 5 is filled, 6 and 7 is filled. Remaining is how much? 3. Remaining is 3, so d3. 3d8, 5 and 3 is filled. Remaining is how much? 2. Remember, 2. Hence n is equal to 2. 3d5, 5. Remember, 5. So n is equal to 5. 3d2 means only 2. So right, it is n is equal to 2. Hence the answer for this particular question, once again, this 3d5 is nothing but Mn2 plus. So almost same concept, remember. So very, very important. This is also related to same concept only, Mn2 plus 3d5. Correct? So this is 8th question 2017. Answer is question answer, third option. Yes, next we will see 9th question. Knowing that the chemistry of lanthanides is dominated by +3 oxidation state, which of the following statement is incorrect? They are asking. 2017 asked question. Now, in this particular case, remember, option is given like this. Now, first one you can say, because of the larger size of lanthanum 3, bonding in its compound is predominantly ionic in nature. Definitely it is correct statement. Remember, correct statement. It is a correct statement. We required incorrect. But this is correct statement, so it is not the answer. Because lanthanum is metal. Always remember, metal in +3 oxidation state forms ionic bond. Metals always generally form ionic bonds. Then you see, ionic size of lanthanum 3 decreases in general with increase in atomic number. What this concept is called as what? Lanthanide contraction. Remember, lanthanide contraction. Hence, this is also a correct statement. Remember, so this is not the answer. Now you see, lanthanum 3 compounds are generally colorless. Lanthanum 3 hydroxides are mainly basic in nature. 2 options left. Now if you think about, whenever we are talking about metal hydroxides are generally basic only. Addition to that, remember, in lanthanide contraction, one of the consequence we will tell that, we will explain it as hydroxide basic nature decreases from lanthanum to lutetium because of lanthanide contraction, which means that should be basic in nature. But easily you can identify the answer. Lanthanum 3 compounds are generally colorless. Generally remember, lanthanum 3, if it is 4F0 or 4F14, they are colorless. But there are so many elements in +3 oxidation state showing 1 unpaired, 2 unpaired, 3 unpaired, up to 7 unpaired electrons also. Hence remember, lanthanum 3 compounds generally colorless. Generalization like this, it is the wrong statement, incorrect statement. Hence the answer is third one, remember. Then 2018 asked question, many times I have discussed, which of the following is an amphoteric oxide? Remember, generally we will tell that higher oxidation state compounds are, remember, acidic in nature. Lower oxidation state compounds are generally basic in nature, but inter-oxidation state, andre intermediate oxidation state, they are amphoteric in nature. Correct? So, but remember, there is a one exception for this. I told V2O5 is the exception, which is amphoteric in nature. Its experimental proof is there, which can react with both acid as well as base. So, vanadium, although having +5 oxidation state, highest possible for vanadium is +5. Configuration is 3D3, 4s2. Although it is having highest oxidation state, remember, very important, oxidation state of the vanadium is +5, but nature is amphoteric. Remaining, there is no exception. You got chromium +3, right? +3 means in between, +1 is lowest, +6 is highest for chromium. Hence, +3 in between. So, there is definitely it should be intermediate oxidation state amphoteric. Mn2O7 +7, definitely highest oxidation state acidic. Cr2O3 amphoteric. CRO, remember, CRO +1 +2 basic. V2O5 amphoteric. V2O5 is amphoteric, but V2O4 is, remember, less basic, we will call it as less basic. Hence, the answer for this particular question is 1, V2O5 and Cr2O3. Very, very important concept. Remember that. Then 2018, next question. Which of the following statement is common? Which of the following oxidation state is common for all lanthanides? Very, very important. Very simple question. Common for all lanthanides. Which one? So, +3 lanthanide and actinides. Always remember, +3 oxidation state is more common oxidation state. Hence, remember, answer for this question is 2. 2018 asked question. Yes, now last two questions we will discuss in this final punch. So, 12th one. The electronic configuration of the element X is +3. Oxidation state is argon 3d5. What is its atomic number? 2018 asked question, remember. 2018 4 question it was asked. So, in this particular case, X3 plus is argon 3d5. Then what is X? Then what to do? You have to add 3 electrons, right? Add 3 electron. So you cannot add all the 3 electron to D, because general configuration of D block element is argon 3D 1 to 10, 4s 1 to 2. So hence remember, you have to add electron in 4s. So you will remove 4s2 first. Then another electron you will remove it. Add it in 3d6. You have to add +3 electron, because you have removed already 3. To know its atomic number, we need neutral element. So 3 electron if you add 3d6 and 4s2. 3d6, 4s2 is atomic number 26 iron. Remember, 26 iron. Last question. KMnO4 acts as an oxidizing agent in alkaline medium. When alkaline KMnO4 is treated with Ki, iodide ion is oxidized to. Very, very important concept. Confusion will be there in this concept, because there are two compounds obtained. When I2 reacts with I minus, andre Ki. Ki is nothing but I minus, I will write. So I minus reacts with KMnO4 in two ways. One is, this I will consider acidic medium. You are going to get I2. This I will consider it in alkaline medium. Alkaline medium, remember what they have given. Alkaline medium, I minus give rise to IO3 minus. Very, very important. IO3 minus you are going to get for alkaline. I2 you will get it for acidic. Remember this point. Remember this very, very important point. IO3 with alkaline. Hence the answer for this particular question is 3. So these are the 13 questions from previous 5 years papers, 2019 already solved. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe so that you will get the notification for the next videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.